just because there wasn't quite enough on-screen capture in the last video. I know, but seriously, this is an article series that I'm really looking forward to. The crew at netrunners.co.uk tend to do really good stuff, and they have a wealth of resources there, a lot of talented players in the UK, so they're going to draw in a lot of expertise, a lot of top level talent. There's definitely going to be some good learning resources there, and I can't wait to see it. It's an article series that will definitely speak to me as I hope to raise my game a little bit and make myself more competitive and maybe even sneak a victory. Now, unfortunately, the first article that was put up is just a teaser. It's a case of this is the series we're going to talk about, and next week is the first article, so something to look forward to. Unfortunately, I won't get to read it when it goes up, and in fact, even this video is going to be too late. But at least you'll know about it having started, and I will link the first proper article in the description below as well. Wedding last night was really good, and made it to the airport this morning. Very early start, but got here and good to go. All checked in, boarding pass done, baggage dropped off, and was all set to show off a life hack. And then McDonald's is closed, so I was looking forward to McDonald's pancakes breakfast for a good part of this morning. As soon as I arrived, I was like, oh yeah, there's McDonald's here, I can get this. I'm looking forward to it, and it's closed for the next 2 hours, so pretty much when I'm boarding it'll be open again, which is a pain. McDonald's pancakes are pretty amazing in my opinion. No, okay, they're not the best pancakes ever, but they're pretty good. What you do then is you buy a bar that tastes really good, like chocolate orange or mint, or your flavour of choice, and put segments in between the pancakes, let them melt a bit, and you've got yourself chocolate pancakes, which is fantastic. I highly recommend chocolate orange pancakes. Tasty. Time to go through security, see what's on the other side, and get my holiday started. So one thing I'll say is that this satellite grid has really exposed me to new metas, new communities, things like that. And it's really being picked up by the Japanese. Maybe they like the idea, maybe they're just trying to grow their scene any way possible. They appreciate the exposure to people overseas. But yeah, I mean, any tweet I put up with like unofficial nationals Japan or meetups, things like that, they pick up, they retweet. It's great. I don't even know how they stumble across it, because obviously I'm not tweeting Japanese, but yeah. The one thing I will say though is I tweeted about some cards that was being given away, and some of them were retweeting with comments, so I have to rely on Bing Translate to tell me what's what. Alright, time to go to the gate to board, so that's what I'm going through, that's what all the noise is. So let's head on through.
This is a one-way system. Access to gate 200 to 220 only.
Better not be in the wrong place. Just arrived at the chateau, and it is pretty incredible. Absolutely amazing views, really cool setup. I think there's going to be 11 of us at some point over the weekend, but yeah, I've got plenty of space here as well. At the moment I'm the only person on this side of the house, which is pretty cool. This is my kind of view. That's where we park, but then you look out and over. Yeah, it's not bad at all. So why am I in France? Well, I'm here on a board game holiday. Going to be meeting up with a couple of people that I met up with last year on a more formalised event. They've decided to just get some friends together and basically just rent out a house and play board games for a week and see the local sites, chill out, and yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. You might find it hard to have any sympathy for me at the moment, and I would completely understand. However, I missed a Spring Kit tournament in Dublin that unfortunately took place yesterday. And bad timing really, because I've been feeling pretty good about how I'm playing at the moment and the decks that I'm trying to play. So, unfortunate timing. Would have liked to be able to play, but you know, the alternative is pretty good as well. It turned out to be quite a small tournament in the end. I think it was the same weekend as Electric Picnic, maybe. But there was only 6 people there. Congrats to Mark in the end who took it. One thing that's particularly annoying is none of the Cork lads went. I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy. They don't seem to go to the tournaments that I also don't go to. I just found out today that Kilkenny's going to have a game night kit on September 18th. Really wish they'd give people a little more notice about their tournaments. But then Dublin is October 1st. I must check my own personal calendar and see if the Kilkenny one works for me. I'm a little unsure at the moment, but I'll find out very, very soon. I knew I didn't record all that much while I was away, but apparently I recorded even less of myself talking to camera than I initially expected. I did capture a little bit of footage and some photos and things like that, so I'll put them up a little montage. But I did want to say that I had a fantastic time over, got to play a lot of new board games, definitely some on my Christmas list and to buy, but I definitely recommend visiting the Perigord region. Really fun, a lot of good things to do there. We saw just a handful of the sites, but there's definitely a lot more that you can do, and got fantastic weather, hung out with great people, and yeah, so here's a couple of photos from the holiday, and now I'll fast forward again to after I got back and back into normality this week. Home sweet home, but I have not missed the weather. Yeah, this time yesterday I was wearing shorts. It was nice and warm. Now it's horrible and raining. Back to the grindstone. It is Monday, and as you can see, the weather has picked up significantly. So first day at work is down, and thankfully the weather made it a little easier to get up this morning and get into work. So not too bad. One of the big things actually while I was away was Fantasy Flight unveiled the 5th data pack, I think, and I was scrolling through bits and pieces, didn't look at anything too closely because I was on holidays, pretty bad internet connection, and was trying to socialise as well, so I didn't want to be looking at anything in too much detail or letting my mind drift as to the possibilities as to what we can do. But scrolling, and then saw Interdiction, and the card itself is nice. Corp can't res cards on the runner's turn. Nice effect to have. It's a good include for like siphon decks, so I like to see that kind of angle. They can't do the res Sansan or res economy, shut down your siphon, so that's nice. It's probably what Rumour Mill should have been to make it more fair. Again, the Lana player in me coming out. But anyway, the card itself is nice. The card art though is phenomenal. I absolutely love it.
You gonna do superhero landing? Wait for it! Superhero landing! Yeah, that's really hard on your knees.
So much so that I actually wrote to the artist, Nico. Found him on Twitter after going through DeviantArt and did a little bit of sleuthing and asked if it's going to be sold as a print, because I do like Netrunner prints and I do like pieces of art. And yeah, this is one I would like to have on my wall. So thankfully he did say that it is something he's thinking about. If that does happen, I'll be first in the virtual queue, or it'll be going straight on the Christmas list. So hopefully Santa's feeling good about me this year. Now that I'm back, I must actually look at the pack in a bit more detail and see what kind of fun I can come up with. I am looking forward to the release of the next pack. I do have a couple of ideas in mind, although we only know about 9 cards so far, so hopefully new spoilers come out very, very soon. It's back to real life, so that means this evening there's a game of Tag Rugby, and then I must record a video for my own channel, because I don't have that backlog, unfortunately. Used it all up while I was on holidays. I also have to record the bad publicity video, which is one I'm looking forward to, because it is kit with all sorts of R&D pressure. Before I went away, I made a similar deck with Kate, except made it bad by putting in things like data breach, medium. Oh no, this was medium as well. But yeah, I put in data breach, and some other bits and pieces that probably made the deck less good, less effective. But I'm looking forward to playing this. I'm not too used to playing kit, but again, that is one of the reasons that I record videos for myself and record videos for this other channel as well, is it broadens my familiarity, at least, with some decks. And maybe if I like it, I will pick it up, play it a bit more. Building the expertise is another thing I need to do. That's one thing, becoming a little familiar with decks, but it's another learning how to play things inside and out, and building that familiarity, building the repertoire with it, and knowing what to do in every situation and how to play it perfectly. So yeah, maybe I'll have to retweak formulas again and formats, but at the moment we have a solid start. Hopefully you find it entertaining too. Of course, let me know. Do you want things switched up? Do you want same deck day in, day out? Let me know. It's interesting that because I had less time to respond to comments, or I would just see them all at once, People have been getting a bit more vocal, and unfortunately it's because I make quite a few gameplay errors. I'm going to try and tighten up my play over time. I know that people have my best interests in heart and my best playing ability. Everyone wants to see me improve, it seems. Hopefully I can learn from mistakes and put better courses of action into play. I have done the reading of the 7 ways to get better at Netrunner, so hopefully I can put that into practice. But easier said than done. There are some bad habits to break, and definitely need to think more about play and vocalise a bit more about, train of thought, what I'm planning to do, all that kind of stuff. I think the exchange of information series that myself and Az are doing will help me, because I'm playing with other players. I get to bounce ideas back and forth, and I also get to find out about their train of thought. So it's not only like, what play do you make in this situation, but it's a case of sometimes finding out, why are you making this play? Well, that's it for me this week. No major news aside from that. So I'll catch you again next week with another vlog of course. More games over the week on Jinteki.net. Thank you for all the support as always from that, and all the comments and all the assistance that you're giving. I know I may have ranted a little bit earlier about some of the comments coming through, telling me that I suck in the nicest possible way. Hopefully I can stop making mistakes and can improve my play, and that'll help me with the tournaments that are coming up. Then maybe I'll appear in a Worlds draft at some point for possibly a meager 1 point. Maybe I'll give a good return on investment. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Catch you again very soon.